a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action with Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it's caught by Olsen. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Escaping the pressure right. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
They go play action now. Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aleem McNeil gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This is Swift on the counter, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is set away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Smallwood on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's got room. 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a big play that time by the Jets. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. That makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Smallwood on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Now Wilson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Swift's got the first down and then some. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Smallwood on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Airing it out for Olsen. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Touchdown! That's caught. T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the drive starts with a completion left side, and he's brought down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And even 100 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running is Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One more time with Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They will run it with Swift here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Jets 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd and 1, Wilson steps away. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. General, west.
They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And the Lions first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Smallwood on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers.
So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.